Hey, Father O'Brien here. As we approach the elections on Tuesday, I just would like to offer you a few thoughts. You know, voting is for me, a sacred right, and it is an exercise of one's conscience. So I'm not here to tell you who to vote for or what party to support. Something I can't do anyway because of the restrictions of federal law. But I would like to articulate for you some values or principles that are part of our Jesuit tradition. You know, Jesuit institutions were founded to serve the greater glory of God and the common good. Now, serving or promoting the common good means that we care not simply for our own needs, but also for the interests of other people, particularly the most poor and vulnerable in our society. Serving the common good also means that we find ways to bridge differences among one another. Other central values in our Jesuit tradition are promoting the dignity of every person, laboring for social justice, and caring for the earth, our common home. You know, I was not born in the United States. I was born in Canada. And my family moved to Florida when I was very young. So I'm a naturalized US citizen. And I remember in 1988 going to the Miami-Dade Convention Center where I took the oath of citizenship with a few thousand other people. And I still remember what the judge told us that day, that we have not just simply the right, but a duty to vote now that we are citizens. So I remind you of the same, vote. And if you've already voted, encourage your friends and family to vote in a safe way. And if your friends are encountering some obstacles to vote, perhaps you can find some way to help them. You know, it's possible that we may not know the outcome of the elections on November 3rd, so there may be some days of uncertainty. So I want to encourage you to lean on each other. You're not alone. Lean on one another. We've offered in other communications a variety of resources available to you on our campus or virtually. But reach out to your friends, your mentors and professors here in those days next week. You know, regardless of the outcome of Tuesday's election, we will carry on as a community to do the work, to do our work as a university in teaching and in learning and in research to serve the common good and to educate young people to be engaged citizens in our world. We're going to do this together, hopefully modeling a culture or a community of generous encounter where we listen to one another, we learn from one another, and where we all grow together to become the persons God calls us to be. A week ago, we welcomed Dolores Huerta to a virtual conversation as part of our new series, SCU Listens and Learns, Race, Reflection, Renewal. Ms. Huerta won the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2012 after decades of service as a civil rights advocate, becoming a voice for those without a voice. I was reminded in listening to her of the many battles she faced over her 90 years of living. Some she won, many she did not, but all of them were very important. But she said something that night that has stuck with me. She called her losses detours, saying that everything was a lesson and that something good always comes out of something bad. So I'm inspired by her spirit of civic engagement, of social activism. I'm inspired by her resolve and her long-term vision, as I hope you are as well. So let me conclude with by sharing the words of several of our alums who founded a movement, which I think is a fitting way for us to end in these days before the election. And it's simply this. So vote with love. Take care. God bless Santa Clara, and God bless our United States.